Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Kalika and you're going to be nicer to call center staff after watching this video. The customer who knew the law ends up getting schooled. Sorry this is a long one, hopefully it's good though. I work as a point of escalation between the mobile phone repair and return center that I work for and the mobile providers who send their customers' phone to us. Fortunately, this means the majority of my job doesn't involve speaking to end users, but as our CS team is small, I often make a few calls to help out. For context, part of the customer service role is contacting customers who have sent us a phone but did not sign out of the security features prior to sending it off. The security feature in question can be disabled remotely in about a minute by the user logging in on the manufacturer's website, and until that's done, the phone can only be accessed by somebody who knows the account and password that was originally set up to. Even if one of our technicians restores the phone, it still can't be accessed. Quick note, this only applies to the fruit phones and this process is in compliance with manufacturer accreditation. We also have an API that blocks any bookings being made with the security active, but that doesn't stop customers activating again before sending the phone. The paperwork we send out also instructs very clearly that returns cannot be accepted with this feature still active. Me with my standard greeting. I'm calling regarding the phone you've returned under a 14-day guarantee. Unfortunately, you've sent it still locked to your account. We just need you to log into this website, sign in, and remove the device from your account. Do you have access to a computer at the minute? I'll gladly talk you through it while you're on the line. Okay, give me a minute to log in. Cue about 5 minutes of the customer first trying to log into his laptop and then performing Google searches for who knows what instead of actually typing in a URL as I was instructing, but we get to the login screen in the end. Okay, I'm just logging in now, but I don't know what the password is. What do we do now? Me internally, you only set this one up a few days ago, what the hell? Okay, well, do you have it written down anywhere, or could you try some of your usual passwords? If that doesn't work, you might need to contact the manufacturer for support and provide them with your proof of purchase and ask them for help resetting your account. Look, I don't have time for this. I returned this within the 2 weeks, so you have to accept the return. It's my right under this city's relevant legal act. I understand that it's a pain. However, you want to return a £1,000 piece of equipment and currently it's basically worthless because you've set up a lock. Under this relevant legal act, you're entitled to a return, however, you must ensure that the product has not been damaged and is in the same condition that it was supplied in. Currently, the latter is not the case, so I'm afraid it's your responsibility to resolve it if you wish to proceed with returning the equipment. The phone is not damaged, so you have to accept the return. I know my rights. I'm sorry, sir, but that's not correct. The phone is all but written off due to you locking it and then forgetting the password. It'd be like wanting to return a car you've just bought but thrown away the keys. If you really can't remember your password, you'll need to speak to the manufacturer. If this conversation continues, I will cancel all my other lines as well as all the other services I have with you. It's the law and you're in breach of contract. This service is disgusting. Sir, I'm sorry to say that you will remain liable for this device until you've done this. It's your choice if you decide not to renew at the end of your contract period, or you're welcome to pay off all the remaining balance and cancel. I do feel obliged to mention that if you cease payments while still under contract, then there's a very good chance of collections agencies being involved to cover our losses. Unbelievable! You have no idea what you're talking about. I'm well within my rights to cancel everything for free due to this treatment alone. Click. So I noted the job up and arranged for the device to be shipped back to the customer, seeing as he would 100% remain liable. It turns out he did try and cancel, and unsurprisingly didn't take kindly to being told his buyout fee. A few high-spec phones, so easily a couple of grand for those alone. The case ended up getting sent to the independent adjudication due to the valiant guys in the complaints team refusing to bend to those unreasonable demands. The adjudicator ruled that, under the relevant legal act, the refusal to accept the return was valid. The complaint arose due to the customer's own negligence and failure to comply with simple instructions provided prior to and after attempting to return the device. The customer must pay all remaining balance in order to cancel services mid-contract and must remove all security features as instructed in order to return any equipment. A few weeks later, the device was returned again, and this time he kept the lock off. Happy endings all round. Just hopefully with a few sore feelings and a bruised ego for the customer. Alright, so let me get this straight. Instead of this guy contacting the manufacturer to get his password reset, he took the company to court. It always baffles me how far people are willing to go just to hear the exact same information that was given to them at the start. This lady, I tell ya. So, I work on a call center that takes calls from mostly plumbing, HVAC and electrical companies, with a few other clients sprinkled in. I have had several interesting callers, but this lady, she takes the cake. I will call her Super Entitled Old Lady, or SEOL for short. Thank you for calling XYZ Plumbing. This is OP. How can I help you? One of your drivers parked his truck with a trailer on it in a no parking zone. Okay, could I have the address of where he's located so I can let him know? She gives me the address. Ma'am, I see that my technician was out at this address 2 days ago. Is he still parked there? No, he moved his truck shortly after he parked there. Here's where I'm thinking, what the hell? Okay, so he is no longer parked in a no parking zone. So what would you like me to do? Her with extreme impatience. Well, you all need to pay the bill. I'm sorry, what bill? Is there a parking fine? No, I hit his trailer with my car when I pulled into the parking lot, and you people need to pay to repair the damages on my vehicle. Okay, so let me get this straight. You hit his trailer with your vehicle while pulling into the parking lot, and you want us to pay to repair the damages on your vehicle even though you hit him? Yes, I'm not responsible for the damages. He parked his trailer and truck alongside the lot, not even in a space. Ma'am, I'm very sorry you hit his trailer, but he cannot park in a space due to the length of the truck plus the trailer. Did you leave a note on the trailer with your information? No! You're responsible for paying for the damage to my vehicle, so why should I leave a note? Ma'am, you hit the trailer and caused damages to our equipment. Legally, you're responsible for paying the damages for our equipment and your own. Did you file a police report or report this accident to your insurance? Now why would I do that? Okay, ma'am. I'll take your personal information and let my manager know that you feel we are financially responsible for covering the damages to your vehicle after you crashed your car into our parked trailer. She gives me her address, name, phone number, says thanks, and hangs up. Wow. I am just... wow. Do people like this truly exist? So she just phoned up this company and admitted to basically a hit and run. I wonder how that's gonna turn out for her. Your son put your SIM card where? Hey guys, my wife just showed me this subreddit. Between 2016 and today, I've worked in 3 call centers so far and I was part of different projects, so I experienced a lot. Quite funny stories, so I might create a couple of posts in the future. I may also tell you stuff about my time as coach for team building, sales and motivation sometime. Not only the customers are crazy at times, also the staff. But let me tell you about this one evening when I still worked as a regular agent for a big German internet provider. I was part of the onboarding department of said provider and it was pretty much our to-do to make people with new contracts feel at home. Here goes. A couple of colleagues and I were working the late hours when I got one of those calls I'll probably never forget. I take the call. Hello and welcome to provider name, my name is OP. Yes, I'd like to cancel a contract my son ordered online. He's underage and not allowed to have one. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you have a customer ID? He proceeds to tell me a weird, unusual customer ID. I'm sorry, sir, but I can't seem to find this customer ID in the system. After some time of trying out his name and address, etc., are you sure this contract is with us at this provider? The SIM card is blue, your company logo is blue. I realize it's most likely another big and popular provider in Germany. Ah, so what's written on the SIM card exactly? Well, it says name of the other provider, but it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter anymore? Yep, my son just came up to me, took the SIM card, shoved it up his nose and told me that I won't get it back. Me, in total disbelief, repeats, your son just took the SIM card from you, shoved it up his nose, and told you that you won't get it. My colleague starts to burst out in laughter at this point. I give the poor guy the number of the customer support for the other provider, after which the customer quickly ended the call. There's weird people out there. This guy wasn't from Germany, he spoke very broken German and probably didn't know what to do, so I tried to help him as good as I could. But my, that was one of the funniest calls I've ever had. Oh wow, so it's true the kids just shove stuff up their noses. That must have hurt though. And you might be wondering, what kid who still shoves things up their nose is able to get online, go to a company website, enter in all of his details and order himself a SIM card? Well, it turns out that in the comments, OP confirms that the son was 15. 15 years old. Okay, so that's all for r/Tales from Call Centers. I really hope you did enjoy it. As always, if you do want to see more content like this, then please do subscribe. My Twitter, Discord, and Patreon links are in the description, and any support is greatly appreciated. And as it's Sunday, I also want to say a massive thank you to my wonderful patrons. BackwardsDDog, Tyler Miller, Jen Burton, Jen Spanning, Bo Walker, Princess Kate, Skyler A, Elizabeth Filmore, Stephen Arnowitt, Anonymous, Shagar, Koltin, Bruce Reed, and James Scanlan. Thank you all so much for your support. Mwah! That's for you, but keep it between us, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Bye!